Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of the High Roads. We are absolutely thrilled to bring you yet another travel tale from the great jungles of India. Tadoba-Andhari Tiger Reserve is one of the oldest tiger reserves in the country and the oldest in Maharashtra. It would not be wrong to say that Tadoba-Andhari Tiger Reserve is a textbook example of sustained and successful tiger conservation efforts in the country. If you have been watching and enjoying our videos, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos and click on the bell icon for notifications. The first day of our safari was through the Navegaon gate into the buffer zone. Navegaon village was recently relocated to create a safe and uninterrupted habitat for the tigers. The buffer region of Tadoba is hilly and mostly green except in the peak summer months. These verdant woodlands, meadows and deep valleys are an excellent shelter for many animals and birds unique to central India. On our second safari, we spotted a sloth bear who was going about his day. These adorable and clumsy-looking creatures are excellent climbers and runners. Tadoba is home to a large number of sloth bears, and yet these are mostly difficult to sight on a safari. Day 3 of our safari started really early in the morning at 5:30 am. But we were excited to finally enter the core area of the forest. The core has a very different look and feel as opposed to the buffer. mostly flat lands surrounded by patches of grasslands and dense woods. Grasslands are where you are likely to find hundreds of deer of various species. Smaller bevy of deer congregate to form a large herd during night times to protect themselves against the predators. At the break of the dawn, you will find them lazily grazing, and as sun gets brighter, they retreat under the trees for shadow. We spotted a pair of Indian scops owl that were cozily roosting in a little hole of a tree trunk. These birds are otherwise difficult to spot, but we managed to spot them again in the same place, even in the evening safari of that day. The name Tadoba, we were told, comes from the name of god Tadoba or Taru, who is worshipped by the local tribal people of this region. The story goes that the tribal chief Taru was killed in an encounter with a tiger while protecting his tribe. There is a shrine dedicated to Taru on the banks of the Tadoba lake. On our fourth safari, we came very close to spotting a tiger, but alas, it ended up very differently. As we were driving through the forest in anticipation to spot something after having failed to spot tigers in the last 3 safaris, we heard a sambar make distress calls. Sambars, unlike other deer, call out only when they actually see the tiger or a predator. This sambar was somewhere in the thickets and not too far from our jeep. That means that the tiger wasn't too far from us either. But looks like the tiger spotted us first and instead decided to stay put in the jungle. So it was yet another day of not spotting tigers. On the 5th safari, we entered the forest through Kolara Gate, and there we spotted little shrines with painted, chained statues of tigers. We were told that they were made in honor of people who lost their lives during tiger attacks. Why were the tiger statues chained, do you ask? Apparently, it is symbolic of the villagers' hope that tigers will not make any more human kills and that they will stay within the forests. When you do not spot tigers after many safaris, you become something of an expert in hiding and managing your disappointment. So, the very first lesson in how to manage your disappointment 101 is do not give up. And then try and enjoy spotting other animals. Enjoy the forest experience and hope that all of the above will work. Well, with my personal experience, I can assure you that none of it works. When nothing else works, you just pray and pray hard like a little child for a miracle to happen. A miracle that will grant you at least one small glimpse of this magnificent and elusive beast. And guess what? Prayers work and work like magic. We finally spotted a tigress. Tigresses lick the ground to detect the scent of male tigers in the vicinity and also to assess if they are ready for mating. This majestic tigress is called Bijli, who is believed to be elusive and shy. These milestones, dating back to late 17th century, were commissioned to be built by the Gond king Bakht Buland Shah, the founder of Nagpur. Tiger's Heaven Resort is located adjacent to the Navegaon gate and is a very good stay option near this gate. Rooms are clean, service is friendly, and staff is extremely courteous, ready to help. Resort has a lot of open space, beautiful trees laden with lemons, and a beautiful matan overlooking a lake at the back of the resort. The best part about the resort had to be the food. They usually served Maharashtrian fare and it was simply delicious. We ended up overeating on most days.
Yet another amazing vacation had come to an end, and we were waiting to return home. I find this time to be the most intriguing. Why is it that we yearn to come back home from every vacation that we plan with so much excitement? Why is there no other place like home? I think it's probably because home is where dreams of our next vacation are woven and we can't wait to plan yet another memorable journey.